Hi, I'm Danielle. I'm the nutrition athlete for FeNom. This is going to be the first of many videos to come discussing lots of nutrition and performance topics. So I'm going to cover something that we'll be referring back to a lot for a lot of other topics, and that's the energy systems in the body. They rule how we should be training depending on our intended goal, and we also are going to want to fuel our body properly to promote these energy systems to be working at their best. So the first energy system is the one that we're used for that first 10 to 15 seconds of exercise, immediate sprint, a 1 rep max lift, and that's the ATP phosphate creatine system. ATP is the energy that our muscles use for movement, and then phosphate creatine is something that's stored in our muscles that'll be converted into ATP really quickly. So we have a limited amount of this. There's only so much stored, but it can be converted really quickly, used really quickly for a really high power output at a max intensity. After about that 10 to 15 seconds, we transition into glycolysis. There's two types, anaerobic or aerobic, which means if there's oxygen present, it's aerobic, not present, it's anaerobic. It uses glycogen, which is stored carbohydrates, and it converts that into glucose to use, unless we have glucose already in our bloodstream, which is going to depend on how we are fueling our bodies. So that's why that's important. It produces some energy at a pretty quick rate, but not many ATP are produced from this system, so we have sort of a limited amount of energy production. If intensity is low enough and our oxygen is present, then we're able to continue this cycle for a little while, and the oxygen is able to continue the system. If it's not present, if intensity is too high, we go anaerobic, and lactate is our final product of this system. Lactate is used to buffer hydrogens, which is another byproduct of this energy system, and it's the hydrogens that produce that muscle burning feeling. It increases the acidity in our muscle, and then the enzymes that help this energy system work aren't able to function in that acidic environment. So it's not the lactic acid that you feel in your muscles burning when you're getting tired. It's actually just acidity from hydrogen. Lactate is the good guy trying to clear it out as much as it can while oxygen isn't present. So if that is happening and we're feeling that burn, we have to drop our intensity down so that we can give enough time for oxygen to be present so we continue on, or so that enough ATP can continue being produced. The last system is the aerobic system, and this is kind of your long-term marathon style energy system, or even as I'm just sitting here, this is the energy system that I'm using. So when oxygen is always going to be present because it's going to be really low intensity, this is where we start using fats for energy. So we have an unlimited store pretty much in our body of fats to be used. So that's why it's our constant energy system. It also uses carbohydrates, and it can use proteins also, but obviously that's not ideal. We want our proteins to be building up our muscles. So that's where, again, how we're fueling our body is going to have a big impact on how these energy systems are working. This system produces the greatest amount of energy, but it's produced really slowly, so we can't keep up with high intensity work with this energy system. That's where we get knocked off with our glycolysis. So that's our long and slow energy system. That's all for this one, for part one of this energy system topic. For part two, we're going to talk about how to train these energy systems and how to fuel our body properly to promote the energy systems to work their best. Thank you.